Hi, kiddos. Welcome to Grandpa Ken's Reading Room. You can tell I'm with my buddies again. There's Bluey and Barkley, of course. But you notice I'm really close today? You know why? Because the book I'm going to read, you got to really see the pictures. So I want to show them to you. We're going to read Curious George. Yeah, he's one of my all-time good ones. He's good. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. But we all know what his name is, right? It's Curious George. Hey, there's Curious George. Notice my hat. It's not yellow like his is, but hey, at least it looks like it, right? This is George. He was a good little monkey and always very curious. George loved to go places with his friend, the man with the yellow hat. One of their favorite places to visit was the Dinosaur Museum. Today is a special day, George's friend said. We're going to do something very interesting. George was curious, of course. What could be more interesting than a trip to the Dinosaur Museum? He was about ready to learn. The man with the yellow hat led the way through the museum. George wanted to stop and look at all the dinosaur bones, but his friend kept going, so George kept following. Finally, they walked right out the back door. See? The dinosaurs. See, George, being the curious little guy he is, he wanted to stop and see every one of them, didn't he? Yeah. A van was waiting for them outside. Climb in, George, said the man with the yellow hat. George looked out the window as the van drove off. Where could they be going? At last, the van reached a rocky quarry. Dozens of people were there. Some were digging with shovels. Others were using pickaxes or other kinds of tools. See, they were at a dig. We call that an archaeological dig. Surprise! George's friend said. We're going to help the museum scientists dig for dinosaur bones. George was curious, of course. Were there really dinosaurs buried in the quarry? He ran over for a better look. Hello, said a friendly scientist. Are you here to help with the dig? George watched the scientist's work. She dug up some dirt and put it into her sifting pan. They had to sift because they can't miss anything. It took a long time to sift it, and in the end, no dinosaur bones. Oh, well, she said, time to try again. See? George is being curious, and he's just saying, well, wait a minute, why didn't you find any bones? But the next pan was empty too. So was the next one, and the one after that, and the one after that. George yawned. So far, digging for dinosaurs was not as exciting as he had expected. George was curious, of course. Could he help to find dinosaur bones? I wonder, could he? He found a spare shovel laying nearby. He dug and he dug and he dug and he dug and he dug, but he didn't find any dinosaurs. When he climbed out of his hole, George spotted another scientist. He was dusting something with a very small brush. Oh, well, the scientist said, it's not a bone, just a rock. Eh? Just a rock. George wanted to help. He was always a helpful monkey. He picked up a brush and went to work. But it turns out monkeys aren't that very good at dusting. As he hurried away from the cloud of dust he'd kicked up in everybody's face, George bumped into a wheelbarrow. Maybe there was a dinosaur bone in it. He climbed up and looked inside, but the wheelbarrow was awfully tipsy. Uh-oh. Look at, he kicked up all the dust being in the brush. With the brush, he was kicking it up and looking. He was trying to help, though. George, crash! The wheelbarrow and a whole lot of dirt went flying. Hey! Someone cried. What's that monkey doing? George scampered away, straight up the cliff. Monkeys are good at climbing. So George kept going, higher and higher. See? Everybody was upset at him. He was kind of scared what was going to happen when the wheelbarrow tipped over. He didn't mean to tip it over. It just happened. Seems like I said that a lot when I was a little boy. It just happened. When he got to the top, he accidentally knocked a stone over the edge. That stone hit another stone, which hit another stone, which hit another stone, which hit another stone, which hit another stone, and another. Oh no, it's a rock slide! Oh, George, what have you done now? Oh, goodness. What have you done, George? The man with the yellow hat called George to come down. George wanted to climb down, but we was kind of afraid of the scientist and would be angry at him. He looked, and the scientist didn't look angry. Look, one cried, pointing. Look at what that monkey just discovered. George could hardly believe what he saw. It was dinosaur bones. See? Wow. When he knocked over the rock slide, it kind of let the bones fall out where they could all see them. After that, the dinosaur dig was even more fun. George helped the scientists dig and sift and dust and take photographs of the bones he had found. It was really fun. There's a museum here in Phoenix that I used to take my sons and my grandkids, and we would go and you could sift, and they would have archaeological ruins, and the kiddos were able to just go and play like they were doing the same thing. At the next time, he and the man with the yellow hat visited the dinosaur museum. George got to see his dinosaur on display. See? Curious George always seems to have really good luck in the way they end up. Know that we're going to do the whole bunch of Curious George books and a lot more of Pete the Cat and Bluey. So if you like us, tell your grown-ups and come on in, enjoy the fun with us. We have a lot of fun at Grandpa Ken's Reading Time. Have a good day.